congratulations to Masyn Winn, the Cardinals shortstop, maybe the best defensive player in baseball this year, right among the top 5 at least. And he had a press conference today, a Zoom press conference, and talked about winning the Gold Glove and talked about how even though that was his goal for 2025, he wants to do more in 2026.
Yeah, so let me throw up the quotes here from our good friend Masyn Winn. He was fantastic. We got to meet Nico today. That's his cat, by the way.
Oh yeah.
And so this is what he said after his goals. The biggest thing is I just got to improve offensively. Hitting wise, yeah, there's a lot to improve on. I'm working out down here at Cressey. I've heard a lot of good things and I've loved it so far. Pretty much every offensive aspect I kind of regressed this year. So, going forward, hopefully I have a full healthy season and I'll be able to put a good year under my belt.
So I wonder if the fact that he had a different hitting coach in Brant Brown in 2025 as opposed to Turner Ward in 2024, I wonder if that contributed at all to his regression. But there are a lot of Cardinals down there working. Jordan Walker is at Cressey working. He mentioned that J.J. Wetherholt is there, a few other guys. So there's a lot of Cardinals working with alternate hitting instructors. And I thought it was really interesting. And I wonder how Chaim Bloom feels about this, that he said he really doesn't know a lot about analytics and how to use them. And that's one of the things that he's learning about at the Cressey Academy.
Yes, one of the other quotes here, and this was from a question by Derek Gould, and we'll hit some of the other quotes that he had. I'm going to have him kind of thrown around in the top bar here. Talking about analytics and potentially a new swing in 2026. I know I can get the ball out of the ballpark, but this year I definitely realized that when I try to hit a home run, it doesn't normally happen. This next year I'm going to try to catch a lot of barrels, get a lot of hits, just get on base. My apologies for the typo there. One thing I like about these guys down here at Cressey is they're big on the metrics and analytics, and I don't know too much about that stuff. I think Jay Walks is down here as well. Once I start swinging again and getting my swing right, building it from the ground up, we're going to kind of start at ground zero and build the swing up. I feel like my swing has been kind of all over the place last year. It's going to be huge for me, I think. Your thoughts on hearing the analytics and metrics comment and hearing that he's going to rebuild his swing here coming out of the injury?
Well, I'm glad that he has the information, and I'm glad that he's able to decipher the information and find out why things are happening to him. And I talked to Matt Adams. If you haven't seen the Matt Adams interview here at STL Sports Central, check it out. There are some guys who are see the ball, hit the ball, that don't want to be overloaded with analytics. There are other guys that want to know every little aspect of their swing. And it's great that if you do want to know every little aspect of your swing, that you have access to it. And that's what Masyn Winn has right now. And hopefully it will make him better. I know that Carlos Correa literally went into the Houston Astros front office when he was there and said, hey, what do you value? What do you pay players for? So the Astros told him every little thing because it was going to be more valuable to them in the short run. And he improved in every little analytics thing, got his WAR up. And then that's why he got the big contract ultimately from the Minnesota Twins. Hopefully that's something that will make a guy like Masyn Winn a better player. Hopefully he'll learn what the team values to help them win, and he can help the Cardinals win a World Series.
By the way,
I have no problem at all with guys that can utilize the information, having the information. What bothers me is teams that think that everybody can utilize the organization and they shove it down their throat and the guy has no use for it. And then he goes up and their mind's a pretzel at the plate.
Yeah, I think that's fair. By the way, for people who don't know, Cressey refers to Eric Cressey Sports Performance, which it's based in Massachusetts and Florida. I think when he says down here, I think him and Jordan Walker are both working at the Florida Florida place. So that's by the way, if you guys want to check that out, you can just go to Eric Cressey, and it's Cressey. If you guys want to get some more information on what's going on down there, potentially what Masyn Winn and Jordan Walker are working on. Some of the other quotes that we had from Masyn Winn, I have them up here in the top bar for everybody. I probably could have shut it down a lot earlier. I thought that was interesting. Brendan Schaefer kind of asked him about playing through the injuries, but clearly winning this Gold Glove was a big thing for him, and so there was obviously some kind of internal conversation where I'm sure there was something along the lines of, well, usually guys who win the Gold Glove have to play this many games or this many innings.
Right.
Once you get to this level, or do you be comfortable? Let us know if the pain gets up. So, did you have any kind of trepidation with a young player? But obviously he hasn't risked anything. But in the moment, a young player comes to you and says, "I really want to win an award, but I am injured." And you say, yeah, well, as long as you're feeling fine, we're good with it.
Yeah, and it didn't matter
Yep.
really at that point whether the team won or lost. There was only a week or two left in the season. And if a guy wants to enhance his own value and he thinks he can still play and he wants to compete, I'm never going to tell a guy to not compete. Sometimes
I love that he admitted
yeah,
and was so open about it.
Yeah, sometimes what you have to do, you have to protect the player from himself. If a player is causing you to lose, Kurt Warner, 2002, right, when he broke the finger and wanted to play in Philadelphia, should not have played, but so competitive, and the coach was very competitive, thought he could go and he couldn't, and it wound up being a mess and kind of wound up ending his Rams career. But there are players who can play through the pain and who are very self-aware. That was Kurt's issue. He wasn't very self-aware. He thought that he could go do it despite the injury. But a guy like Masyn Winn, if he feels like he can help the team win and he's not going to hurt himself more and the team doesn't disagree with him, let him go.
Yeah. So he really admitted to pushing himself and he wins the Gold Glove. And I think it's incredible. He also talked about how well the surgery went. They've been able to expedite the process. That's a direct quote from Masyn Winn on the recovery. So everything went well. He's doing great. And now he's looking at about 6 weeks post-op is when he's going to be able to start swinging again. Then you heard again, he's already working down in Florida with Cressey. And his plan is to kind of rebuild that swing from the ground up. And he can start doing that 6 weeks out of surgery, which is just a few weeks down the road.
I'll be interested to see if the swing looks any different in 2026. And we'll have to ask the Cardinals what sort of association they have with Cressey. If they're on the same page with so many Cardinal players down there, if they're on the same page and if they're talking about what the players are trying to accomplish and they have the exact same philosophy, or if there are philosophical differences between the Cardinals and the people that are teaching their players new swings. Hey, Missouri, get ready. The wait is almost over. DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app, is coming soon to the Show Me State, and you can sign up today. New Missouri customers get $300 in bonus bets when DraftKings launches on December 1st. Download the app now and place a $5 bet when DraftKings goes live, and DraftKings Sportsbook will bring everything you need to elevate your game day, including live in-game betting, lightning-fast payouts, and endless ways to get in on the action, all right from your phone. And when DraftKings officially goes live in Missouri, you'll be betting with a sportsbook app trusted by millions. It's safe, it's secure, and has fast money withdrawals. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use the code STL Sports to grab $300 in bonus bets with just a $5 bet when DraftKings goes live December 1st in Missouri. That's code STL Sports in partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus, physically present in Missouri. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Excludes customers who redeem pre-launch sign-up offer. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos.
And let's loop this back to the conversation we were just having about the Dodgers, because I wonder how many Dodgers prospects are how many times are they working with a thing like Cressey Sports Performance, when the Dodgers, I'm sure, because of just the unbelievable amount of assets that they have, there's probably somebody in the Dodgers organization who does exactly what Cressey does. And I'm not saying they don't do it better or worse or anything like that. I'm not trying to make a judgment call there. It's just why would you go outside of the organization if your organization has everything you need and there's no need to go outside it, because all the facilities, all the coaches, all the whatever are right there in house. And I'm sure that I wonder, I don't know. I wonder how much that the difference is there between the Dodgers and other organizations and how much they have to use outside help.
I was told one time by a Cardinal staffer that there was a Cardinal player that wasn't listening to the hitting coach, and it bothered the Cardinals, but the Cardinals didn't have what that player desired. And the way it was described to me is that if a player has a personal coach, whether it's hitting or fielding or whatever, if the Dodgers have that guy, they'll go to the player and say, hey, what are you looking to accomplish here? What do you want to get out of this when you go to that personal coach? What's he able to do for you? And they get the information from the player, they digest it, and then they have like 55 different coaches that they can go to the player and say, okay, we've got a guy that does exactly what you want done. And not only will he provide you what you need, but you don't have to pay for him. He's under our roof. We're paying him. We'll feed you. We'll take care of you, and we'll make you the player that you want to be. But it's being done by the people that are paying you. Isn't this cool? And so the player buys in because the Dodgers have the exact thing that the player wants, and there is no middleman. The Dodgers don't have to worry about a player going, in general, don't have to worry about a player going to somebody else and it not working out. This Cardinal player really struggled. The Yankees, they don't have any trouble with our local guy, teacher man, Richard Schenk, working with Aaron Judge, because Aaron Judge is hitting great and Schenk is able to fix him. But there are issues, obviously, with some personal coaches. How about Colby Rasmus being coached by his dad? The Cardinals didn't take very well to that. There are some teams, organizations that don't like it. There are some organizations that don't mind it. And there are some more organizations that can't do anything about it because they don't have enough people to teach the players how to play. So the players kind of have to get somebody else to teach them how to play.
Well, you just mentioned him. So you, Mama, this is kind of perfect. I'm not a fan of the teacher man dude, but I think there is something to studying the mechanics from successful players who mirror your body type. And I can only think of one guy as big as Walker in Major League Baseball.
Oh, that would be Aaron Judge?
That would be Aaron Judge, I believe, is the comparison they're making. There's a couple other 6'5", 250 guys, but yeah.
So, it's the thing is
his videos are weird. I'll say this right now.
Well,
the teacher man videos look really janky. And I understand if you're not like there working out and doing the full thing, that like the weird, like in the way he's got like the bat, like couch, like under his arm and he's doing like that uppercut thing. I understand why people immediately react to those videos poorly, but like you can't react to a video like that just in the moment and be like, well, that's what he's teaching them how to swing. It's all a process, a whole kind of plan. So I know why people react to it. I agree. The videos look really wonky, but clearly there's an effect to it.
And what this guy did, he decided to go in his basement and watch hours and hours and hours of Barry Bonds at bats and tapes and figured out why it is that Barry Bonds is able to accomplish what he does offensively. And then he somehow was able to get an audience with Aaron Judge and was able to help him out. There's a lot of people that aren't on board with what he teaches, but he's got that one guy. And hey, you know what? If Jordan Walker can make it work, I thought, you talk about 6'6", 260, kind of Mark McGwire-esque. You could have him work with him. Jack Clark was 6'4", 225, 230. Jack Clark was a big hitter. Matt Holliday, even the same line drive approach that Jordan Walker espouses. There's a lot of guys with the Cardinal lineage that would, I think, be really effective for Jordan Walker to work with. And the Cardinals didn't have much trouble with Nolan Arenado going and working with Matt Holliday. I don't know why they'd have a problem with a guy like Jordan Walker going and working with Matt Holliday, unless Matt's only working with his kids now. And I think that's the case.
Same with how he's isolating muscle groups. It's a good point. Yeah,
really good point.